It is Thursday, September 1st in the MLB, and I'm Austin from Calling Our Shot.
And I'm Logan from Calling Our Shot.
And we are back with our three favorite picks of the day. It is a brand new month. We got our two favorite game picks and one no one first inning coming right up.
As always, guys, new month. So what better time than going down, hit that subscribe button for us. Really helps us grow this channel. Also, while you're down there, drop a like on this video.
We have a long intro today, but let's dive into another recap and another 2-1 day yesterday. We are the king of 2-1s. You'll understand if you don't understand now. A's, Nats keep it under 8.5. Angels, Yankees, no one for steady cashes. Tigers team total over 3.5. Man, they had 3 runs. They had chances. We just needed one hit in the bottom of the ninth. Would have cashed it, but they do not get it done. 2-1 day. I said king of 2-1s because look at this. Last 10 days, that's 5 straight winning days, 5 straight 2-1 days, 8 2-1 days in the last 10 days. It's been an unreal run. We've been pretty good. And look, we recapped all of August. Look at that. Look at the numbers. Game picks up 11 units. Props were down, 1-2 units, but NRFIs make up for it when 5 back units. I mean, you look at the full month, 14 units. August, one of the hardest months to bet baseball, and we absolutely crushed it. Hopefully we helped you guys make some money. If we did, go hit that join button on the channel, support the channel just a little bit more. Now let's talk about this intro though. We got a couple other things. Now I do have to welcome legal sports betting now in Kansas. So congrats to those people out in Kansas that are watching. Props to you guys. If you want to sign up for any sports books, help support the channel. You get a bunch of cool deposit matches, risk-free bets. Use the dimers.com/COS link down below for signups. Also, we have college football week 1 best bets video for Thursday and Friday. That is already live on the channel. You can go check it out. It's linked in the description, in the pinned comment, and at the end of the video. I think it has about 6.5K views. Maybe we can get closer to 7.5. Who knows? But go check that out. Speaking of college football, I'll tweet this out, but just so you guys know, we have a DraftKings offer where if you sign up using our, I believe, this link, if you sign up using this one, or it will be down below all the details, you get $200 just by betting $5 on CFB. This is my week 0 tweet. Still applies to week 1. So definitely check that out. Definitely be worth it. And my last note, like I said, a long intro. Like I said in August, we've been kind of teasing that we're going to donate 10 cents for every new subscriber we did gain in August. And I just wanted to tell you guys the official number. We gained 600 subscribers. So props to you guys. Actually just gained one more. But we started at 35,000, I think 097. We're going to end up right around 35,698. So props to you guys all for showing your love in September or in August. Let's make September a great month. And Logan, we're going to start with a winner from you. What is your pick for the people today?
Yeah, we're going to a great game and a great series, right? We're going to the Dodgers versus Mets series, and I'm taking the over 7.5 total runs. Minus 104 odds on FanDuel's your best value for this total, as Austin's showing right here. Pretty standard value though, right across the books. I mean, it's the line's 7.5 this morning, and you know what? It might dip as the day goes on, but I kind of think it's going to level at 7.5 because the total did open at 8. Of course, the public said, nah, 8's too high, and they bet it down a little bit on a half point. But the first 2 games of the series went under, and it conditions you in baseball to pick an under once again. When you see the starting pitchers, you see the starting pitchers' ERAs, you once again just put your brain on autopilot and go under. But you can't do that, right? Especially not in this time of year in baseball, right? You got Chris Bassett on the mound for the Mets, 4, 2, and 0 earned runs in each of his last 3 starts, 2.95 ERA in those last 3 starts. So, a sub 3 ERA is really solid, but he is capable of having those games with, 4 earned run type performances. We've seen Chris Bassett do it several times this year. The Dodgers are the offense to be able to do it against them, right? Now, if you look at the Dodgers, you're like, oh, Logan, Dodgers have been slacking, right? Offensively, they're only hitting 168 in their last 3 games. So under 200 in their last 3 games. And that might be like sirens, like, oh no, under. But they hit 273 during the month of August. Like this is a great offense. 3rd best batting average in the month of August, 2nd in OPS in the month of August. It's now September. I expect them to be able to carry some that offensive success over to a new month. Look, and I also had to pull the Dodgers hitters versus Chris Bassett. You know what? I don't know what the lineup's going to look like at all. If Gallo's in there, good for him. He has actually decent splits versus Bassett. 4 for 11, 2 home runs, pretty solid. Justin Turner, 3 for 6. Trey Turner, 1 for 3. Mookie Betts actually hasn't had a whole lot of success versus Chris Bassett. He's only hitting 1 for 7, but I expect Mookie to improve that batting average versus Chris Bassett today, or at least draw a walk. Get on base, Mookie. But on the other side, we got Clayton Kershaw making his first start since August 4th. He's coming back off the IL. And if you look at Clayton Kershaw's numbers, I can't sit up here and tell you he's a bad pitcher at all, right? 2.5 ERA and a 0.97 whip on the road this year. A sub 3, you got 2 pitchers with sub 3 ERAs recently. And again, your brain's just so conditioned for the under in this one, aren't you? Mets are not the offense to pick unders against, though. 5th in OPS, 8th in batting average in August. Also, the Mets hitting 280 in their last 5 games versus a left-handed pitcher. Clayton Kershaw is a lefty, so I like to see that they're able to hit left-handed pitchers pretty solidly. And the Mets hitters versus Kershaw pulled some of their splits. Not a ton of plate appearances versus Kershaw, but Escobar does have 20. He's 4 for 20 with 2 home runs. Love an Escobar 3-run home run tonight. Who says no? Canna 3 for 9. Alonso 1 for 3. Those are just some of the hitters that have actually seen Kershaw before. Look, if you're down in the bullpen, Dodgers 3rd in bullpen ERA, Mets 10th in bullpen ERA. I still think these starting pitchers are going to give up some runs and make it close. This total to cash it in the bullpens, and there's some run opportunities late for sure. Look, what I know with these 2 offenses is you don't really want to pick unders. Not safe and sound. You're not going to feel great about doing it. So we're going with the over in this one. I think today is the day. Yesterday a lot of unders hit. I think today we're seeing a lot of overs hit. So I'm going with the over 7.5 in this one. But Austin, what do you got for us?
I love your pick, Logan. And speaking of hopefully a lot of overs hitting today, I'm going to an over pick as well, as I'm going to the Athletics team total over 3.5 runs, minus 122 on Barstool. We do see, a couple other books. FanDuel doesn't have a line right now at the moment, but if that does come out better, then take their line. But we're seeing Barstool at the best, then DraftKings and BetMGM next. Now, yesterday, the A's, as to Logan's surprise and happiness, I guess, the A's were 0 for 6. With runners in scoring position, scored only 1 run. They did have bases loaded in the top of the 9th. Didn't get it done. But you look at the Nationals teams, that's rare to see them only allow 1 run. The Nationals have allowed 4+ runs, cashing this bet in 16 of their last 25 games. Not the best, starting pitchers, not the best bullpen. You look at Anibal Sanchez, absolute gem. He pitched a gem for Logan, exactly what Logan needed. 7 innings pitched. And like Logan talked about yesterday, the A's struggle versus off-speed pitches. It's a team that really stinks versus, curveball, sinkers, whatever. Anything off-speed, they really can't hit it. The Nationals today will start Paolo Espino. And it's important that he's starting because he throws nearly 50% fastballs. So half the pitchers coming to the A's going to be a fastball. And surprisingly to a lot of people out there, to me yesterday, the Athletics, 6th best hitting team in hitting the fastball in the MLB. They have a great weighted runs average against that, expected runs. This is a great team at hitting fastballs. So Espino throwing 50% fastball is pretty good for us. Now you look at Espino, he's really been struggling in July. 5.82 ERA, 1.48 whip, a 322 batting average allowed, which would almost lead the majors if you just had Espino on the mound every single day. Like in August, 5.92 ERA, 1.48 whip, 294 batting average allowed. He started 10 times in those games. Allowed 30 earned runs and 46 innings pitched. The opposing team scored 4+ runs in 8 of those 10 starts. Now, yes, once he comes out, hopefully we can get a couple runs on him, but that's not where it stops us. Logan had to sweat out yesterday that Nats bullpen, which has been brutal. 3rd worst bullpen ERA over the last 30 days at 5.07. This is a team that, unfortunately yesterday with our Tigers bet, the Tigers did get some runs early, but then the Mariners trotted out arguably their best bullpen arms. They had their chances. Unfortunately, there's not really a lot of good bullpen arms in that Nats bullpen. There really isn't anyone I'm too scared of. So I really think the Athletics will bounce back for our team total run, that we were on a really good run. A's have cashed for us in the past. I think they can get it done for us. Team total over 3.5, just a little bit of juice. Look, I'll lay it. I'm happy to drink that juice any day of the week. I think the A's can certainly get it done. But Logan, I believe you know what time it is. Although it is a limited slate, it is still time to grab the NRFI Nation flags, play the rock music, and get 6 glorious out. That's all we're asking for. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You know what? Also would be 6. This would be our 6th straight winning day if we can get another 2 in one day. And we're going to dive right into this one. Actually, I believe this is the latest game on the slate, so hopefully we're going to bed winners, because we'll be taking the Brewers Diamondbacks, no one first inning, minus 125 on Caesars. So we actually see, I believe Caesars is the best book easily by a long shot. You see DraftKings drinking a little bit of juice. That's what they do. It's, Thursday morning, September 1st. They're still drinking juice, minus 145. FanDuel does that minus 130. But let's dive into this one. On the mound, Merrill Kelly. And I'm asking you, Merrill Kelly, you owe us money. Your last start, you gave up a 3-run shot with 2 outs. We had your no one first inning in that one, and that was brutal. We can't have that. Luckily, you're pitching in the top half. Maybe you're more comfortable there. But look, 17-9 on no one first inning has been very dialed in, knock on wood, over the last 12 to 14-ish starts. And the Brewers, they're swinging for the fences. They're a team 11th in first inning runs. They're hitting a home run. I haven't checked their splits at home, but I imagine a lot of their first inning runs do come at home against that right field fence. But I really do think Merrill, you can get me 3 outs. Who's pitching for the Brew Crew today, Logan?
Yeah, take us home, Brandon Woodruff, right? Woodruff, 17-3 on NRFIs, a really solid record, honestly, for Woodruff. He's one of the more elite pitchers in the MLB. Arizona also not an elite offense, not really in the first inning, at least 24th in first inning runs. Despite what they did in the Philly series, where they did put up a lot of hits and runs. It's still, there's some regression is coming, and Woodruff is definitely really a tough pitcher to see first time through the order. The over/under set to 7.5. Exactly what we like to pick in these range. So honestly, Nerfy Nation, limited slate for sure. Now this is the squarest Nerfy on the slate. Like we're coming out and we're saying it right now. Usually the square Nerfy is the one most in danger. But can we get lucky today? And can we cash this one? Hopefully we can fly the flags.
Yeah, hopefully we fly these flags. Like Logan was saying, there's a lot of random pitchers on the mound today, or really bad pitchers. So it's just we'll take the square one. We just got to go with it. Hopefully we can fly these flags. Start September off with a great start. The last full month of baseball, at least for a full slate, as the season will end around like October 7th or something like that. But let's keep getting into it. Those are our 3 plays of the day. Our parlay of the day, which was a complete flop yesterday, but it won't flop today. Promise you that. We're going Dodgers, Mets over 7.5, and then the Red Sox, Rangers over 9.5. Rooting for a lot of runs, plus 270. Kind of had a double dip on Logan's pick because, let's be honest, the slate's not all too good. But those are our 3 plays of the day. We appreciate you guys tuning in. Thank you guys all so much for a great August. September could be even better. So thanks for showing your support. Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button if you're new. Let's keep running it up. Let's have a great September. We'll see you guys in the next one.